In this apply example, we're going to go in and look at a perfectly competitive firm's short-run supply curve. Now notice what we have been given is the marginal cost curve, we have our average total cost, and then we have our average variable cost. Now keep in mind the average variable cost are things that you can change in a relatively short period of time, like your cost of labor, your electric bill, water bill, right, things like that. Your average total cost is going to be all of those things that you're going to be incurring regardless of whether you produce any output or not. So the general rule is if the price is below your average total cost, you are not going to produce in the long run. If the price is at your average variable cost or above, then you will produce in the short run. But any price less than the average variable cost in the short run, you're going to go in and you're going to shut down, because that means that you're not even going to be able to go in and be able to pay your labor. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here a little bit, and it's going to give us a price of $10. So if you go to the price of $10, you notice your marginal cost is where you strike your marginal cost is going to be here at a quantity of 5,000. The problem is, though, if you only produce 5,000 lamps, your average variable cost is way higher than that. So the quantity of lamps that are going to be produced is going to be 0. Because at this particular case, you're going to be at a point of shutdown, and your marginal cost is far less than your average total cost, and therefore you're definitely going to be making a loss on that particular product. Notice at the price of $15, you're not much better off. Here at a price of $15, as you follow this across, you strike the marginal cost curve at a quantity of either the 2.5 or the 10,000 lamps. Problem is, you are still below your average variable cost, which means that if you produce at that level of output, you're not even going to be able to pay your labor. So the quantity of output per month is going to be 0. You will be at a point of shutdown, and again, you are making a loss because you're not even covering your variable cost. At the price of $25, you're in exactly the same boat. So you're not going to produce anything. You're at a point of shutdown, and there's going to be a loss that is being made. Now the story changes just a little bit at the price of $35, because here's the price of $35. If you follow this over, you notice you strike your average variable cost curve right here at a quantity of 20,000 units. So generally, a firm is indifferent as to whether or not they want to go in and produce at this level of output. So you should probably put either 0 or 20,000, because you can either shut down or you can choose, at least in the short run, to go ahead and produce that $20,000 worth of output. At this particular case, again, it is either produce or shut down. It depends on which one you want in the short run. And in this particular case, you're still making a loss because you're not covering your total cost of production. Now, by the time you get to a cost of, or a price of $50 per unit, you notice that you are able to reach your total cost, and so you'll be producing 25,000 units of the good. And so at that point, you will want to definitely go ahead and produce, and that way you'll be going in and making a profit. At a price of 70, as you follow this over, you're well above your total cost curve, so you will be going in and producing 30,000 light bulbs. You will definitely produce, and you'll be making a profit at that point. And then at a price of $90, your marginal cost is way up here, which is way above your average total cost. So you will definitely go in and produce 35,000 units. And, whoops, that should be produced 35,000 units, and you will definitely be making a profit at that particular point. Now in the next video, we'll talk about how we go in and plot your short-run marginal cost curve.